Hi everyone, my name is Jaclyn and today I'm going to show you guys how to make these awesome paper plate fish. Okay, so to make our paper plate fish, we're going to need a paper plate. We're going to need some scissors, some googly eyes, some glue, some paint and a paintbrush, and we're also going to need some construction paper and some crayons or markers so we can decorate our paper plate fishes. Okay, so you can see that I chose purple for my paint and I chose red for my construction paper, but you guys can choose whatever color you want your fish to be. So if you want to mix and match the paint and the construction paper like I did, you can do that. Or you can keep them the same color. It's all up to you. So once you figured out what color of paint you want to use and construction paper, just gather up the rest of your materials and we can begin. Okay, so the first step into making our paper plate fish is to take our paint and our paintbrush and we're going to paint our paper plate. So you guys can pause the video if you need to. You can pause the video if you need to. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our paint and we're just going to paint our paper plate. So I already painted mine a little bit. And you can see that you don't have to paint your whole entire plate. You can just paint some stripes if you want to. It's all up to you. If you want to, you can paint both sides. I'm just going to paint the one, but if you guys want to take the time to paint both sides, that's fine too. Okay, so once you're done painting, you're going to take your paper plate and you're going to put it to the side and you're just going to let it dry. And while we're letting our paper plates dry, we're going to take our construction paper and we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut out some fins. So when we're for our fish, we are going to make our tail later using a piece of the plate, which I'll explain later. So right now we're only going to make the side fins and the top fin. So we're just going to make the top fin and the side fin. Leave the tail, we'll do the tail later. Okay, so for our side fin, just cut out like a fish fin. You guys can make whatever fish fins you want. If you guys are painting your fish plate on both sides, you guys can make 2 side fins. And if you just painted the one side, you can just make 1 fin. So you can see I did I made a little fin and I made it a little bit wiggly at the bottom, so you can always do that. It kind of looks like a half of a heart if you guys want to do something like that. And for the top part, you can kind of think of it as the fish's hair, so you can do lots of things with that one. I'm gonna make my fish have a wavy fin / hair. So I'll show you what I mean. You guys can make whatever shapes you want. This is just an example. So see, it's very wavy. It's a very wavy fin. So you guys just cut out whatever shape you want your fin to be. So you can imagine this is going to be my head fin. So my head fin's going to be like this, kind of. And then this is going to be my fish's arm or fin on the side. Awesome. So once you guys are done cutting them out, you can add some decorations to it. You can add some details, take out your crayons and add some scales if you want to. So you can make some circles or some M's for your scales, as you can see. Or if you have your top fin, you can make some wavy lines. Anything you guys want to add. You don't have to add anything if you want to. It's all up to you. So like here's some wavy lines, and like here's some like scales. Awesome. So once you guys are done making your fins, you can check to see if your paper plate is dry. So I didn't add much paint, so mine's already dry. But if your paper plate is not dry yet, you can just add more decorations to your fins, or you can just take a break. So once your paper plate is dry, we can move on to the next step, which is making the mouth. Okay, so now that we have our paper plates, we're going to cut a triangle. So I'm just gonna, this is gonna be the mouth, so just however big you want your mouth to be, just cut that. So I want my mouth to be pretty big, so I'm gonna cut a pretty big triangle. So there's my fish, and here's his mouth. And this is going to be his tail. So the piece we used for the mouth is going to be the fish's tail. So you can see I have a little tail now. So you guys can add some more paint to your tail if you want to. You can add some paint. You can use your like crayons to maybe decorate your tail a little bit. Or you can just leave it. Whatever you guys want. Okay, so once you cut out your mouth, you can get your googly eyes and you can glue on some googly eyes. So if you're painting both sides of the fish, maybe you want to put like one googly eye here and like one on the other side. But if you're not, you can put like two googly eyes on one side. It all depends. I think I'm just gonna go with one though. Yeah, just do one on the side if you guys want to. You can always do two if you want, but I'm just gonna do one. So I'm gonna add some glue to my googly eye, and I'm just gonna stick it on right there. So you can see there's my fish, and there's his eye. And perfect. So once you're done adding your googly eye, we can add the other parts of the fish. So you can get your tail, add some glue to it. So add some glue, so I'm adding some glue right here. And I'm just gonna stick it on the back to make the tail. If you guys don't like using this part for, I have to add more glue. If you guys don't like using this for the tail, you guys can make your own tails if you want to. But I'm just gonna use this part. Okay, so I'm gonna glue it on. And there you go, look at my little fish, and there's his little tail. Awesome, okay. So now I'm going to take my fin, my two fins, and I'm gonna glue those on too. So I'm gonna take my side fin, I'm just gonna add some glue to that. Oops. Yep, and add some glue to that. Always try to make sure that your designs are in the front. So if you want your designs to be seen, just make sure you put your glue on where it should be. So like, see, I put my glue on the back so I can see my designs. And there you go, so there's my little fin. Yeah, looks good. And I can add the top too. Add some glue to it. Or add some glue to it. And I'm just gonna stick it right on here. Right on the back. Until it sticks. And there you go, there's my fish. Awesome. He's a pretty cool looking fish. Yeah, so once you guys add the top fin, you guys can do more decorations. You can color. You can take your crayons or markers and you can like give the fish some scales. So like I can do what I did with my fin. I can just add some like circles or like some M's. If you want to, you can give your fish like some eyebrows. So there's my fish, he has an eyebrow now. That's fun. You guys can also, if you guys want to spend more time on your paper plate fish, You can also use some of your leftover construction paper, and you can make some circles. So make some like small circles. So here, I'm cutting out a little small circle. And what you can do is you can fold them in half. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can just fold them in half and then glue one side. And then you can just like stick it on your fish. So you can see, here's my fish. I'm gonna stick it on like right here. And now my fish has like a little scale that can flip. So it's a little flippy scale. So if you guys want to spend more time on your fish, you can add some like flippy scale if you want to. You don't have to, but it's there. It's an option. So yeah, so that is how you make your paper fish. You can like make him go swimming. It's really fun. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.